Next section, 11.5, is all about volumes of prisms and cylinders. Prisms are the things that look like these, and cylinders look like these. They're basically the same shape, except they have different faces. These things right here are called the faces. So when we look at these, notice this one has a shape, this one has a rectangle, this one has a circle. Now those shapes, as we work our way through, we're not going to deal with anything that we've never learned before. So we're only going to deal with like parallelograms and kites and triangles and rhombuses and squares. We're not going to deal with any like pentagons or anything like that. Okay? So as we work through, if you see any that have a pentagon face or any that have like a hexagon face or any weird faces that we've never dealt with, don't worry about those. Okay? Prisms can be two things. They can either be oblique or they can be right. Now what oblique ones look like, it's when they have like a face and then they're slanted like this. This one right here that you can see is a right. The one to the right of that is a slanted one, which means it's oblique. Okay? So either way, these are dealt the exact same way, no matter what. This thing right here and this thing right here are called bases. Okay? So that one is a base, and the entire length from here to here is called the height. So volume formula for this is base times height. So basically what you have to do is you have to calculate the base, and you have to calculate the height, and then you're done. You multiply them together and that's it. A rectangular prism, this is the length, this is the width, this is the height. It's just length times width times height. Okay? Again, with cylinders, they can be the same thing. They can be oblique, or they can be right. Now that means the same thing. If I have a cylinder that looks like this, I can go like this, slant it, that's a slanted cylinder, that's just an oblique cylinder. Same exact thing, except height on these is from top to bottom just like it always has been. Okay, so this is going to be pi r squared h. So there's the formulas. Now that we have the formulas, all this is going to turn into is practice. So now we're just going to start practicing it. I'm going to show you some examples. I'm going to show you what we can and can't do. I'm going to show you what we can and can't see. And this is a pretty quick section. So this one this first one that you can see right here, first things first, you can see that we have a triangle. So I'm going to calculate the triangle. So the sketch of my base looks like this. And it's got an 8 and a 4 right here. The area of my base is going to be 1/2 times my base times my height, which is 4, which is going to be 16. The height is always talking about from corner to corner on the bases, so how deep does that prism go? It goes to 4. So now what I'm going to do is 16 times 4. So I'm just going to do 16 times 4. Did I do my math wrong? Oh yeah, I did. Hang on. I wrote something down wrong right here. So let's fix that right there. So my triangle is actually a 6 by 8, so that's a 6. So then that's going to end up being 24. My height is still 4, that didn't change, so now I'm going to do 24 times 4, and 24 times 4 is 96. Okay? Same kind of process. Alright, so now if we look right here, the sketch of the base for the next one looks like this. This is 9, this is 4, and the only other thing that I really care about is what the height of the trapezoid actually is, and the height of that trapezoid is 4. Alright? So I'm going to calculate my base by doing area equals 1/2 times base 1 plus base 2, so 9 plus 4, times the height, which is 4. So that's going to end up giving me, when I calculate this whole thing out, it's going to give me 24. Okay? Does that seem right? No, that doesn't seem right. My math seems wrong. 9 plus 4 is 13. 13 times 4 is 52, times 1/2 is 26. That one sounds a little more right. So there's 26. Okay? So then what we're going to do is we're going to take that 26 and we're going to multiply it by whatever the height of the triangle is. So when we figure out what the height of the actual triangle is, that's just from front base to back base. So front base to back base is what we're really looking for. Okay? Front base to back base. So here, front base to back base is 3. So my height is 3, so now I'm going to do 26 times 3, and 26 times 3 is 78. This is the shape that we're not doing. So that's the kind of stuff that we're actually not even going to deal with, so don't worry about that. Okay? No worrying about that shape. Next thing is about cylinders. Notice all of these are just cylinders. What you're going to do is pi, r squared, and h. Find the radius, multiply it by pi, multiply it by h, and you're all done. We'll do this one because it's probably the trickiest on this sheet. So we look at our radius, which is 7.5. We look at our height. Height is bottom to top, so bottom to top is 53. And now I'm just going to do pi times 7.5 squared times h, which is 53. I'm going to type all of that into my calculator, and I'm going to get 9365.9. So this is just a calculator question. Okay? This one on the far left, radius is 15, height is 58, so I'm going to do pi times 15 squared times 58, and once I do all that, I'm going to get 40997.8. Okay? And then on the very last page, this is just a couple of the things that, like maybe you don't want to do. You don't want to do this one. Alright? This one down here you can do, so don't skip that one because it looks weird. The base on this one is just here. So the base is just a trapezoid that looks like that. Okay? So now if we look at maybe this square one, all of these sides are the same, so this is 5, this is 5, this is 5, this is 5. So it's just going to be 5 times 5 times 5, and we're done. So this is just going to be 5 times 5 times 5. 5 times 5 times 5 is 125. We're all done. Okay? So that's what this section looks like. Hopefully that was short and sweet and to the point, but if it was a little too short and you still don't understand what's going on, shoot me a message and say, hey, I don't get this, can you please walk me through a couple other ones, and I would be more than happy to walk you through these. Okay? If you have any questions, please make sure that you let me know. Otherwise, good luck, and we'll see you later.